So tibia and fibula. Tibia is a long bone. You can see this is long strong bone, prismatic in upper, lower it is flat. It attached with the proximal end is forming the stifle joint along with the distal end of femur and patella bone. Patella is triangular in case of ox. So distal end it forms hock joint along with the tarsals and metatarsal. So this bone is having two ends, proximal and distal end, four surface. Okay, so first we will discuss about the surface. This is anterior surface, this is posterior, this is lateral, this is medial. Fibula is always present on the lateral aspect. So this is on this side, this bone is of this side because this is lateral aspect. Fibula is on lateral aspect. Okay, next thing, anterior border, anterior surface you can see smooth, and proximally it forms a crest that is called tibial crest. Then posterior surface you can see some lines are visible here. These are the lines, these are called as popliteal lines. These are called as popliteal lines for the attachment of popliteus muscle. Then you can see medial border. Medial border is smooth for the attachment of muscles present on the medial aspect, that is sartorius, gracilis and semimembranous. And this surface, this is lateral surface, is for the attachment of complex muscle and tibialis anticus muscle. Then come to the proximal end. On the proximal end you can see here two condyles are visible. This is medial condyle, this is lateral condyle, and tuberosity is present above the tibial crest. This is lateral, this is called tibial tuberosity. In between the tibial tuberosity and lateral condyle, this sulcus muscularis is present. This structure is called sulcus muscularis because it gives passage to the muscles. And it is also called extensor fossa. Next thing, as I told you in the last few class, that distal end of femur, you have seen that distally they are having condyles, proximally it is having trochlea. In between the lateral condyle and trochlea there is presence of fossa, that is called extensor fossa, that gives origin to the extensor muscle, and this extensor muscle pass from here. So this is called extensor extensor fossa, and this is called extensor groove, this is, or sulcus muscularis. Next thing, distal end. One more thing in the proximal end is these two structures are called intercondyloid eminence. These two structures, intercondyloid eminence, and posteriorly a notch is present that is called popliteal notch. So popliteal notch, popliteal lines for the attachment of popliteus muscle. Then distal end. Come to the distal end. You can see here in the distal end these are the grooves. Two grooves are present. They are straight. And in case of femur, these grooves are not straight, they are obliquely present, obliquely. So this is the differentiating feature from the horse. Next thing is there is a facet is visible. There is facet for the attachment of malleolus bone, the lateral malleolus bone. This is present in between the this distal end of tibia and fibular tarsal bone. This is a malleolus, which is it can also be considered as distal end of fibula. So distal end of fibula is also known as lateral malleolus. And here this is a medial malleolus, two small piece of bone which attached here in between this fibular tarsal and tibia bone. So here this is a separate piece of bone, but in case of horse this is attached, it is fused. I will show you in the bone. So this is about the tibia fibula. Okay.